You go in complete, not looking for marriage to complete you. You go in and you be a beneficial a part of that marriage. As against thinking all of your existence is tied around the man. And that's where part of the struggles we have with marriages these days. Women who think that all their life is
Their
around
happiness
the man.
is surrounded by the man, yes.
Their husband is their bestie, their
Mine
husband
feels
is their husband is there. And so the man will feel will feel choked because they can't do anything outside of the marriage and the man. So, but one who you have nurtured, groomed to understand that you can stand alone.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, are you happy to see my face again? Yes, I'm here again, your regular host on our wonderful and interesting podcast, Our Seasons. And I still remain Naimat Temitope Sanusi, and with me, my beautiful sisters.
Rashida Adetun Okiolani Olori Adetun.
Mariam Nuruddin are really the pacemakers.
Ó ṣe sùn láago mẹ́sàn-án àbí gbà díẹ̀ ló kù tó bá ti délé ọkọ ẹ̀ má jí kó dáná ṣó ti gbọ́ àwo ti dáa àbí má wọ̀rí mákànmákàn lóye ń kàn ṣó ti gbọ́. Are you familiar with those words? Àbí those are the kind of things our parents used to tell us then because they were basically grooming us for marriage. They are basically training us on how we should behave and what we should do when we actually get married. Forgetting the fact that, are they training us for ourselves? What do we want to become? What do we want to become in future first? Fine, marriage is good. We are not saying marriage is bad. In fact, the prophet said that marriage is half of your deen. But even at that, we should not get lost or just put all, as a girl child, put all your mind to everything I'm living for is just for me to get married. There's more to life. There's more things to life than just being a wife. STL, over time, a lot of things have been actually happening, grooming up our girl child. What is the best way to groom a girl child? Is it basically to groom her for marriage or for her to identify who she is?
Okay, thank you. If you've been following us and our conversations, especially our past conversations, you would remember that part of what we have tried to remind ourselves is, who are you first before all these titles? And so I'm going to start from there. We are first and foremost the slave of Allah, and that is the foundation for every other role that we occupy. And so that is where we should start for our children, especially the girls. As against just focusing on you'll be Mrs. So you'll be Umu Keneka. Let's remind them that they are first and foremost an individual. First and foremost, the slave of their Lord. And marriage is just one part of who they are. There's one disturbing trend. Many young girls, even though they will hide under Skunia is this, many young girls on social media, at the end of the day, you see it's one 15-year-old. It's one, and then for me it's worrisome because it's an indicator that all Boborori is that I have to be somebody's wife, somebody's mother. And so these things silently creeped in because of this psyche of everything is towards when you become a wife, when you become a mother, when you become, forgetting that who you are first before you become all of that matters. And that is what you are taking in. And that's why there's a huge struggle now. What's the struggle? Small thing by they are at loss.
Yes.
We are not building the critical skills that they need to stand. And that's why at every opportunity they are jumping from post to post.
Yeah.
Hide my identity. And what if oh, and so we have to go back to the drawing board.
Lord.
What kind of, training, what kind of skills, are we giving these children, these girls? Because again, by nature, girls mature, grow faster than boys.
Than boys, yes.
So what are we equipping them with? And that is where it goes back to, okay, yes, you eventually get to this point, or you may not even. You must really understand, because yes, not all of us will get to. So, but before you get to that point, what value do you give to the world? What will people know you for? When you get to a certain place, tell people to introduce themselves now. Omo kene kan. Zauji kene kan, what happened? And that's why you see some people too, they will rush off to change their names. To their husband's names. Why? Because they feel as if that's where all the worth is. Who are you as Sidiko Tulilawa? When you get to a place, when your name crosses a room or crosses people's thoughts, what comes up? What do they know you for? Before they say that you're so and so's wife, or so and so's mother, or so and so's sister. So that is where we should start from. Let them understand. Let these girls understand that they are first and foremost individuals that are worthy, valuable, that have so much to give to the world. Now, the world is not the whole world, though. The world could just be their siblings, their immediate families, or people around them. But that there is more to who they are than just marriage. Marriage is just a pack. And that's why, for many women, because girls not only women, once our marriage is struggling, we feel like we are failed. Because everything is around marriage. Marriage. So again, we look at ourselves. What did we struggle with while growing up? What did I wish that they did better for me? Let's do it for these girls. Even though, we are getting to the point where we are over-empowering the girls.
Yeah, fact. That is...
We'll get there.
Olori.
Okay. So where we start from is our mother, Nana Aisha, wife of Daily Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Was she groomed for the prophet alone? Or she was raised to understand herself? Because she was groomed for the prophet alone, or just to be a mother. If you look at it, Allah did not bless her with any child. If she was groomed for the prophet alone, as in for marriage alone, let me put for marriage alone, will she be able to learn and teach others?
The legacy she left.
The legacy she left. So we as parents, if we learn from that, realize that our girl children, our girl child, they are not meant for marriage alone. Yes, it is good for us to get married. It is sooner to get married. But remember that not everybody will get married. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, not everybody will Allah bless with a child. But if those things are not there, with that child, still be contented. With that child, be successful. With that child, be whole. It's very deep. So, are we raising a child, a girl child, for marriage? Or for that child to be herself? That even we, the parents, at the end of the day, we will be happy with ourselves. If you groom your girl child for marriage alone, she faces that marriage and forgets you. What's the end? If you groom a girl child for marriage alone, she faces her husband, but forgets the children. What's the result? These are questions I just want us to think about.
Really?
Allah do not create human and jinn, but to worship Him. This includes women. Allah has created women to worship Him, created women for many things. And there are various parts of the Quran that exalt women beyond marriage. Women are business persons, women are rich people in Islam. And this is not saying that Islam and marriage is not important. Marriage is important. In fact, if you are married and you are at peace with yourself, every other aspect of your relationship will be good. But beyond that marriage, what if marriage is not in the table? As a woman that works with many women, I have understudied to know that many women have not gotten married at in their 30s or 40s. What do you do from age 16 to that 40 when the man has not come or when the children have not come? What are they going to do at that point? This is so that raising them just within the benchmark of marriage and children is why many women are anxious, suffering with mental depression, anxiety,
Feel
so many
lost.
mental health, and feel like they've failed. I read on a post on Facebook post some days ago, "Hey, I'm 32, I don't have children, I don't know whether I can still give it to children, and maybe I should forget about marriage." You'll be surprised. There are many women that met their spouses in their 40s and they've made, I don't want to use money, like billions of money, real money, made virtual life, had beautiful career going for themselves, and they still end up having children and husband. So it goes back to my first discussion I always say every day. Who are you? Know yourself before marriage, because what if marriage fails suddenly? And that is why women used to break down. Most of the people patients in the mental homes, psychiatric institutions are women, because they are emotional beings. Maybe the husband failed them, he divorced them, he eloped with another woman, he died, and their life ended. We should raise our children as wholesome children, whether a girl or a boy. Raise them as wholesome children who are empathetic, who are kind to others, and can be source of joy to the ummah and the society at large. Raise our women and girls to be people that when you see them in a room, they exude excellence. And you will not have to ask that who is their husband. You ask who raised her. Why is she so intelligent? And beyond beauty, women has been we have like, how would I say, built to
Wired.
reduced to sexual
programmed.
exploit, marriage, even in advertisement, things that are not necessary. They want to advertise the trousers, they show us the bad side. Like, we are not instrument of display. We are humans. We are people who exude so many things. We create innovations. Women build things. We are nurturers, we are builders of generation. But aside from marriage, what is the definition of who Mariam is? I always ask myself and I ask people, if you don't know yourself and you don't know what you can build, when marriage fails, what happens next?
You go into marriage
Okay.
as a contributor rather than somebody who is just leeching. You go in complete, not looking for marriage to complete you. You go in and you be a beneficial a part of that marriage. As against thinking all of your existence is tied around the man. And that's where part of the struggles we have with marriages these days. Women who think that all their life is
Their
around
happiness
their man.
is surrounded by the man, yes.
Their husband is their bestie, their
Marriage
husband
fails,
is their income, their husband is their, and so the man will feel will feel choked because they can't do anything outside of the marriage and the man. So, but one who you have nurtured, groomed to understand that you can stand alone, you can stand on your feet, you are this, you are that. You go into marriage, you understand, as okay, I'm also bringing this.
Something into it.
I'm also adding this. I'm joining you. And then you'll be able to defend in quotes now. That's the immediate word that comes to my head. You'll be able to defend even some of the things you say and do, as against just wanting to. The line is thin, between
Yes.
blind obedience
Yes.
and knowing that I should do this. Part of not knowing who you are or just thinking all your life is about marriage is for a man to ask you to do something that is wrong, but you feel that this is all my life, and you just follow blindly.
Blind obedience versus loyalty.
Loyalty. So it's important, and that is where it comes in. If we have built all of this into this girl before she gets to that point, and that's why you see those who don't have good intentions, They like to go for young girls that they feel are naive, they don't know what they are doing, as
doing,
against
yes.
the older
that
The older
species.
species are, yes,
Because you feel that
yes.
and they will hide under you can't control. What do you want to control?
Control. She's
Why do you
human.
want to
It's
control?
not control. It is that you know that this one is set. She already understands. She's discerning. As against that young one that you want to go and catch. And that's the problem we are having.
The
these
fresh
days
blood.
with some sects that are catching on our younger ones. Because again, we too have failed, and we have
Yes,
made these
yeah.
children to think that all of their life is just marriage. So that's why they're able to catch. This is what is raging in schools now, higher institutions. This sect, they'll go in there, they'll go and harvest our girls.
18-year-old,
And
under
man,
18.
100 level, 200 level, snatch them away from school, marry them off secretly, and ruin their lives, and then toss them off when
Within
they're
those 4 years, people
Because-
could have been divorced
because
without their family being aware.
again,
Wow.
because all of this is happening because you have made this girl feel like
Their
marriage
end
is-
life
marriage
is
in
marriage.
your life. So when somebody comes to throw it at her, and
Is that not what you are
as
engine
it's
over?
okay,
You
not
are
to
trying to
say
help
that
your
people
life.
go
You don't have a
into-
choice.
and then they will just jump on it.
They find a way
And
to
if you-
manipulate them.
Of course, because these children are still young and more or less
Their
their whatever
frontal
is not
lobe is
properly
not yet
formed.
formed.
They don't even know what they are doing. And that's why you see some of them going to catch them young, groom them for what they feel. Some of them eventually even stay in these marriages, but they become broken.
Yeah.
You meet them some 10, 20 years later and
Married
they will
but broken.
lament. They are sad, they are resentful because they feel their life has been wasted.
They can't
Because
live
all
because
of
that's all they know.
all of their lives that they've lived in that nonsense, they have suddenly become wise, but they feel it's
Yes,
too late.
late. Yes.
And they invested their time, resources.
Their
but
life.
You know the funniest part is that most times parents don't even know that they are grooming their children for marriage
you know
alone.
what I'm
Of course.
saying?
They don't know
Of course.
because of the kind of words that we use.
They use.
Kind of
Just like
expressions.
yes, expression. Just like when we were going to start, you said
When you get to your husband,
when you get to your husband's house, gradually they're thinking about it that ilé ọkọ náà ni
Everything. gbogbo ẹ̀
Then
máa
we-
ń-
ilé ọkọ náà ló máa padà dé.
Yes.
máa sùn lọ ṣé bó ṣe máa dáná náà nìyẹn ṣé bó ṣe máa mú oúnjẹ sè nìyẹn. We all their mind is
Yes.
that I'm doing this
You're
thing
already
because I want
programming
to
them
programming them that
in that
I'm doing
line.
this because it's because of my husband, not because I need to cook, to eat something good for myself and my family, to make myself satisfied, to eat a good diet. Not that one person that is for the husband.
But really, in the sense, can you actually blame our parents totally because of that?
Because we're raised that way also.
No,
They don't know.
yes, they don't know.
But we that we know should be able to correct it.
Yes, but we need to be careful while we're also trying to correct the norm, so that we don't even get to instill overconfidence in these our young girls.
what
So
is
that
overconfidence?
What is
Yes, what I'm just
confidence?
trying to say in essence is that maybe at a point they now begin to say that
They don't need it.
they don't need a man in their life.
Then that's a wrong.
That's what I'm trying to say. That we should
could be
also
it's
know.
just an interpretation because
Yes.
even the way you are grooming the children can end up saying that because of your raising us because of marriage,
I
definitely
won't
marriage
do
is
it.
hard. I'm not going to go there.
I'm not going there. You're frustrating me.
Yeah, why am I? Especially with our Gen Z and Gen Alpha and being seen. Like they will just look
Even
at
some
you like.
millennials are still
They will look at you
averse
like,
to
what
marriage.
is it? Well, with all this, is it this nonsense
This
that you people are
stress,
doing?
that
I'm
I
not
order food,
ready
I will not
for
go
it.
cook. I can do this. There's always alternative for it. So knowing that we should raise children wholesomely for the future of skills, for the future of human relationship, so that when marriage comes, it comes naturally.
It comes naturally.
Let your children
yes.
see the good marriage in you. Your home should be the number one example of what a good marriage is. That they would even be like, I want to quickly get married because I can't wait to see what my parents are enjoy what my parents are enjoying. Not you saying marriage is all about chores, marriage is all about satisfying your husband. I'm feeling, you know what? Is my husband a god?
Why is everything
Why
around?
is
everything
him?
around him?
I'm feeling, you know what? We now have women 18 men. And
Yes,
not what
that
you
is
want.
actually my fear. That's why I'm trying to go.
You
That
know, the
at a
struggle
point.
we have is that we go to all these extremes of men hating women, women hating men, because we don't have proper understanding. If we have proper understanding of of the deen, of what the roles that, if you look at the Quran, several verses where Allah says that for each man and woman, whatever your reward will be in full. It has not Allah, the one that created us, did not
There was no
subsume us.
distinguishing.
He didn't subdue us.
Yes, but some people hide under the fact when they said the paradise of a woman when she gets married lies at the feet of her husband. So I think
the
a lot
paradise of that man lies under the feet of his mother.
It's a circle. Everybody is
Oh
like,
yeah, this thing. If you want to, because again, it goes back to the.
It goes back. That is it.
When they said child, who first? Your mother. Again.
Your mother.
Again.
Your mother.
because the sacrifice is much.
So if you want to say yes, no doubt, of a wife, if I don't get married, where does it lie? So you understand? Yes, the sacrifice, the gender of a wife lies at the feet of her husband. That of the husband lies at the feet of his mother, not his father. Of
Mother.
his mother. Where does that come back to? Obirin. So the Obirin has to be. You have to be well grounded.
Everybody should respect each other.
These children, the children that you say that paradise, these children too, they are the paradise lies at the feet of them. So
They're still tied to their mother.
Well grounded and balanced. Otherwise, we will have the society falling apart because that side is struggling. That side is drowning, and that is what is happening. That's what's going on because there's so much emphasis, and that's why you see that people they are facing shege banza. They can't live.
They can't live.
Because you've tied everything to, if once you leave that place, you have failed. How?
And that's why some of them that have not even gone into it have become rebellious, even in their parents' house.
Because what they are saying, I won't do this if this is what marriage is about.
I won't do it.
We need to okay, you may eventually get to the point where you get married. You may get to that point. But before you get there,
What happens to your life?
What are you living? What are you giving to others?
That is why younger women are ladies now, they have strong opinions about marriage.
Yes.
Not even
very radical.
Extreme, like
extreme, yes.
They're rebellious.
Side, okay, how can a man do this? How can a woman do this? Like sometimes marriage
because
is just simple, like
there's been
me
so
and my
much,
husband enjoying our life.
The narrative has been twisted in such a way that so now
you have to
now so the way the whole thing now is like marriages now are even becoming more transactional. It's no more emotional anymore. What are you here to offer me? What are you bringing to the table? And then it's kind of, when I just look at it sometimes, that even these men now, you find out that even them on the upper, the way they also come into the marriage, like
what are you bringing?
What are you bringing? I can't carry.
And we are Muslims.
Everybody has their own.
We are Muslims, and that's the reason we need correct knowledge.
Yes.
Everybody knows their roles, and everybody understands that nothing is cast in stone.
Yes.
There may be days, there may be times, there may be moments where we'll
duties and responsibilities.
Yes, we'll shift for ourselves. There will be need for it. Not that everybody continues to insist on this is my right, this is my. When we understand that,
okay, so as parents now, in the whole scenario now, are we to encourage our girl child to get married?
Definitely.
Number one, yes, no, I know where I'm trying to help to play. As much as we are trying to also encourage them to marry, we are also equipping them in such a way that, look, even without this marriage, you can cope.
Yes.
That's personal development.
That's what we are talking about. Because see,
and it does not even start when they are 18 or they are 17 or whatever. It starts from childhood, from day one. Because your own marriage is the first teacher of your child.
Good.
They learn from you. So you can't tell when your child is now 13 or 14 and say, no. Are you a good example to your children? Have you given them the right skill, the right legacy that they can also emulate from you as a father and as a mother?
Are they confident enough?
Are they confident enough?
Against arrogance.
Yes.
Confidence as against being boastful or are they confident?
Do you shut them down?
Can they have meaningful conversation
with you
anywhere, respectfully? Not
my mommy said, my daddy said.
Again, there's this part of preaching bashfulness to the extreme. You are in a public place. You need to express yourself, and then you say, I can't talk here because there are men here. What's wrong with you? I was at an event, and this was even women only. only women, sisters program.
And they will say, especially
And
pass
they could
paper
not
around.
talk.
Wow.
Ask questions, they were passing, they were writing, and I was
1907.
saying, raise your hand and ask your questions.
They will write.
That's to the extreme. Our voices are not part of our nakedness. The only thing is that when you're in a place where there are men, you will not,
Make it
soften
more
your
fair.
voice. Don't,
Ma diun, ma seun.
but talk in business like beef, let it be neutral. Not that you can't talk. There are places where you are suffering, you now hide under, I'm not supposed to talk here because there are men here. What's that?
But some of these things is not as if they actually learnt it at home.
Some of them learnt it from home.
From home.
And that's why we say the correct knowledge. Now, what they learned from home is what will now be reinforced outside. Somebody has told them that, or maybe they've seen that their mother can't even talk in presence of their father. So they see it as women are not supposed to talk.
Or maybe
you now get to a place, maybe school, maybe you join a whatever, and then you see it too that women will always have to scribble something somewhere and pass it to Kinecon. You say, okay, that means this is why my mommy does like this. So all of this, again, is wholesome. Beyond, it may not even be school. It may be skill. It may be vocational. Let them have things that they can also test their intellectual prowess. Have conversations. Push things at them that will make them struggle. And think, okay, what if you are caught in so and so situation? What if beyond cooking,
thinking
beyond
out
ballet,
of the box,
beyond scrabble, things that will put them on their toes? If you are found in an emergency, okay, yes, it's true, a man, your brother does it for you, but if you are alone, how will you cope? When we were growing up, we lived, the apartment, one of the places we lived, 2-bedroom, or it was on the first floor. My mom one day sat us, and I was telling us, so if thieves come, can you come? Once you pass it, jump down from the balcony. In my head, we're looking at her like, she was saying, once you jump down, just be running. Don't be running. She was showing us, when you pass it, when you jump from here over the railings, put your leg here, and then it will be easier for you to jump down. What was she doing? It's not like she's praying for thieves to come. She's teaching us life skills.
She's preparing you.
She said because, especially that time was when they said when they rob people, they will rape their daughters. So she was just telling us, well, if it happens, and because, they said they pass the ceiling in, if it happens, just jump out and be running. Just run to the next, What was she telling us? Till now, sometimes when I remember, sometimes I will raise it and I will laugh and look at this woman. But again, it was that you are caught in an emergency. Or that you are found somewhere. Don't just sit there and be acting helpless. Set your brain into motion. How do I get myself out of this? These are part of what we're saying. So that your child, your daughter does not find herself in situations where she will be at the mercy of even dangerous people, perverts. Why? Because could cope. And that's where we are going to these days. I don't want my children to suffer what I suffer. We have turned our children to Idakuda. They can't do basic things.
Nada.
Basic things that we could do at this age, their age, they can't because we are over-shielding, over. And that is the same struggle they carry into even these marriages we are talking about. They get there and they become useless. Somebody will twist the text, the religious text for them, and they will just succumb. Because won't tell any knowledge. And they just feel, whatever he says, I beg you. Yes, it's true. Whatever the husband says, I beg you. Is it correct? Before I beg you.
Yeah, I wanted to say something. Are you the kind of parent that you bring your girl child lower than the boy child? At the mercy of the boy child all the time? Are you the kind of person that you shut your girl child because the boy child needs to speak? Yes, patience is for everyone. It is not sentimental. No, patience is for everyone, because these are the kind of things that these are the kind of things that they take into mind. Both the girl and the boy take into mind that they believe that no, I am the superpower. You need to keep quiet when I'm speaking. You need to do this. You need to do that. While the girl feel as if, because my husband is speaking, he has to say everything, even if I have a contrary opinion that I feel that this thing is going to help my husband, I can't even speak.
Can't even
And that's
say
why
it.
you see that sometimes when the man is going wrong, the woman will not say anything.
Anything.
She will keep quiet
And watch.
and watch.
Sometimes it's good to keep quiet so that
But
perhaps
Alokogbo ta
so
padà
that,
wọlé.
no, or not even inter, you will eventually see it and then
Okay,
understand. Because again, that line too is blurry.
yes.
Sometimes in the bid to want to correct too, sometimes we too may go overboard.
Of course.
So it may
Okay.
be good for the man to just kuku see his mistake himself.
I even want Arole
and
to
learn.
share her experience, at least being the only girl child. How did you cope with the boys?
So as a
And she's yeah boys too.
And she's
Their boys.
I wasn't raised as a girl that was going to my husband's house like that. I was raised as a baby girl. Studies, being the book savvy. So basically, the conversation I usually have with my parents is how I want to grow better, not about it. And funny enough, I still got married early. So sometimes it's not about our fear that okay, because these children will be this and that. They raised us with tenacity and saying, okay, we are humble people, we are career people, and I want our children to also grow in their leaps and bounds. Not about saying marriage. In fact, it took my father in hard time to say, yeah, come on, we want to, not to yeah, come on. It's like a hard convincing that my daughter is still young. When he said,
She's ripe for
so
marriage.
you can imagine, there are men like that, especially when you are the only one or they are just one out of two. They'll be like, it's a hard one. Men definitely cry that their daughter is going going to the husband's side. A good man that raised the woman too be like, my daughter, is she doing well? But people are not like that. Not everybody. Especially people that are maybe culturally, they are just culture based. They are not bothered about education. They just say when you finish your studies, get married. Or some people are even talking about marriage early enough. Once it's in 200 no. So I believe that if the children and their parents, I'm not the parent that is like, I'm also as a parent now, I'm a parent that is like, okay, let my children just be over there. We have difficult conversations about decisions. So when we start having difficult conversations from now, we talk about how you can get there. When me and get married too. When you get married, first of all, don't pass the stage. Don't jump the stage. We have the study stage. We have the skill stage. We don't talk about marriage stage. Not marriage at 3 years. We're talking about at Not at 10 years. Let these children be skillful.
yes.
Because even in skills, it could be at their skills place that they will meet their husband or way at school. But raising them with the mindset that they are going to grow to make you proud. Definitely, they want to. One thing is, if you raise your daughter very well, she will think about and make her, like for Allah's sake, very important. Very raised for Allah's sake, and also don't want to disappoint the parents. Because some women they will like, with this man, is he a God-fearing man? Is he a man that my father feel like would be good for him, good for Allah? I mean, Allah's sake, is a good Muslim. Is he well trained? He's not just from somewhere that does not have ayah, does not have bashfulness, that does not have adab. Some of these things are surrounded about you say, hey, she baba mi ma le gba mo yi. But sometimes when the children are raised with marriage, so some of these things are hand in hand. It's not just getting married to somebody, just anybody, but knowing that this person, if you go home and you are well raised, with this home accept this man. If he's not well raised, he's not a good Muslim, and it's not about dressing. It's not about the way they come.
In the first place, if you are well raised, some people are a no for you.
Exactly.
So you even
they won't even come near you.
I can't take
even
this
if they come, even
my
if
family
you
are
see yourself, you already know that. No, lele. So ní baby arayin. Tó
They come, you say,
to come.
I'm
You
sorry.
are the one that will even tell them off. You won't even consider taking them off because you all have a standard. So, and that's what we are saying. So that it's not just a case of marriage at all costs. There's a standard. You already know that because again, you some children, you see where they are coming from, and you see who they are bringing, and you say.
I was about to say that a lot of times you might even change your own child, and you will be surprised.
Is love.
So
Yes,
again, part of
emotion.
what we are going to throw into these children into a lot of emotional intelligence.
Yes, that was the part I was
a
trying
lot
to
of
go.
so that they understand that. See, this is who you are.
Have those conversations.
Anything less than this could be fitting.
Yes.
And it's not arrogance. Again, Omota raise me on the minimum 2 bedroom. You know, just like we used to do.
But
You know that
that's
that girl will struggle.
yes.
And anything she does in that space will be deemed as what?
Arrogance.
Arrogance or
Arrogance.
being showing off or whatever. So again, standard basic
Yes.
what?
Basic, yes.
You already know that. See, why? It's not that you let them understand it. Kò ṣe pé bóyá and class ara wa àbí a sọ pé and look down. No, it's not
No.
about looking down on anybody.
Yes.
But it is that will you be able to cope?
To cope,
It is not
yes.
that we started from your basic, from your own standard, and you come wale and then you have to struggle
So
and go back again. They're
Is
taking you to where you don't even
won't have an
understand.
idea.
You don't know. Taking a girl from town, the urban area, into village. Ọmọ tó ń shit up, tó ń pọnmi.
Ó wà ní kó lọ
Ẹ wá ní
pọnmi
kó lọ
kànga.
pọnmi lódò.
How?
How? Oh my, as in she'll think her life is ending. And then when she's now throwing tantrum or crying or somebody will now say, Iboleti rele, eléyìí ò lè, Iboleti, kí pàǹdùkú lẹ gbé wá ní kò ṣe ìyàwó. Because she doesn't know this. She doesn't know what you have brought her to. So that's where we start off for this girl. Not that yes to everybody, people pleasing.
Yes.
The women are
Everybody-
and that was-
everybody has to like you. You'll be saying yes.
Potential.
I had
But if you
a
are potential, make sure that you are striving so hard to marry a woman that is right, and you are going to be able to satisfy
And
her.
I had
that's
an
why-
encounter. I'm sorry. I had an encounter with a young lady recently, and I just found out that at every opportunity, she'll just be doing. She'll be greet. In fact, men. And at a point, Ali Walenu leads. She'll be greeting people. She'll be saying, sorry, sir.
Apologizing for what for existing.
And then I had to call her. I said, what is wrong with you? Those people that you were saying sorry, sir, good morning, sir.
Why?
She said, I just felt that he was looking at me somehow.
So
Need to look.
Oh, look at
Why
me. So,
boju?
what does the look do to you? Does it mean you've offended? Why were you sorry for what?
Not everybody will like your audacity.
Some of these
So
things, we did not even talk to these people. We were just standing.
your existence is making them.
you might even just greet and pass.
You know, you're a woman.
But no, you're a woman. You don't even need to even
You
greet.
don't need to greet. My
I only okay, no.
exactly.
Not no now.
Kí ló wá fẹ́ fa on because I'm worried. So kí ló fa unnecessary familiarity that you feel you have to greet
You have
them.
to greet them.
She's not a child. It's not. She's a young lady.
That's another
So
thing.
she's opening herself up, and I had to sit. I didn't have so much time, but I had to tell her that you don't need to do this. You don't need. Why are you saying sorry to him? Sorry for what? Part of it. It merely gave me an insight. There's something to dig here.
Yes.
Why does she feel the need to be apologizing and be greeting
Apologizing,
strangers and be what's going on? It's part of it. Let your child be in a space where she understands that my existence does not rob anybody. I mean, it does not affect any other person. And so I don't have to be apologetic, or everybody doesn't have to like me. And that's why you hear them and say, are you happy? Did this make you happy? I'll do it. No. So all of these things are what we should, put into, let these these girls understand, so that it's not a case of you find yourself in a total, you're alone in a place and you feel the need that everybody has to like me, or I have to please everybody, or I have to do things a certain way because
that's why they
I was called for a program, I think sometimes ago, and the question came up that inferiority and superiority in marriage between the male and the female. And I asked the question, I said, will you be comfortable if your wife has a master's degree and you don't even have any? Will you be comfortable at the end of the day? She was talking about 2-bedroom and commonwealth, and that was why it came back to me. You want to get married to someone and you realize that she has a master's degree. After marriage, will you be comfortable to show up that yes, she has a master's degree, or you will not be comfortable? If you will not be comfortable, why get married to her? Leave her alone. Or you, that you're a female, you are from, let's say, the high side of them, the financial high, or whatever, the elite side, and you're not bringing yourself to somebody that you don't even have anything. Will you be that submissive? Not to be arrogant with your financial status. If you know you are not going to be sure of yourself that you're going to be submissive, then don't go into it.
But even when they are submissive, any slight, women can.
That's
be
what I'm saying.
women.
That
They will still. They
one
can
day
still
to still come up.
misconstrue.
It's still part of submission.
It's still part of submission. Because if you know that one day,
One
oh my
wrong
jẹun lórí pé mo lówó jù ẹ lọ now, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Or the guy will not be like, is it because you have money?
Because even she might not be arrogant, but the
Is it because you have money? That's why you're behaving this way.
And see, because you have money.
That's why you need to marry from your level.
The social class and is important.
That social
It's not
class
about
is
money.
very, very important.
About
If you know you are not going to be proud
level
of
of
it,
reasoning,
inferiority complex,
no.
máa fẹ́ wọlé, má wulẹ̀ lọ sí díẹ̀. Nǹkan tó bá ní jẹ, má
You
fi
see,
irun mú.
the issue of complex, it also starts from all of this upbringing that we're talking about.
Yes.
Complex, whether inferior or superior, is cancer. And
cancerous.
whoever deals with it, because no matter if whether man or whether woman or whoever is caught with it, you can never do right by them.
At all.
Anything you do,
they will
They will always read meaning to
Right,
it.
that's
They will
meaning what?
misinterpret it.
So that's why, again, part of what we should deal with, regardless of where you find yourself on the ladder, you are not superior to anyone, and you are not inferior
To anyone.
It's important.
like
So
doing
that
it.
regardless of what happens, where life throws you, when life starts to life, and you
still be contented.
remain firm,
Yes.
grounded. That okay, this one is just a phase, or this one is just happening like this. It doesn't reduce.
It's just a
who I
season.
am. It
Just like
doesn't
our name.
it doesn't reduce who I am. It doesn't take out of my value. It doesn't reduce my worth. It doesn't. This one will pass because again, we will deal with challenges, life challenges that will make you think. You will question your very existence. So, but what you're coming with, and that's what we owe our children, mothers, we mothers. That's why I mentioned it the other time that think about what you struggled with as a child. Not material, no, because most of the time when we talk about that, it's not that alone. It's not that alone. It is that okay, I struggled in this, especially with skills with this. I struggled a bit in this side. My parents did not, because they didn't know. It's not a case of blaming. It's because they did the much they could at the time.
At that time,
So you look at it and then you do better, because where the world is going today, if our children are not properly equipped, they will be left behind. They will feel small, and that's why they will jump, because they want to escape. They will jump into the wrong hands, and then we start to look for them. How do you hide my identity? Excuse me, hide my identity.
yeah, I'm sure you are enjoying this conversation about upbringing of a girl child. How are we training our girl child? Are we training them to be confident, to be bold, or we're just preparing them that there's more to life than just telling your girl child, and every opportunity you have, you keep on reiterating the fact that you are going to end up in your husband's house. Let us desist from this. Let us try and equip our young girls. We are not trying to make them become bossy and all, but we need to also let them
arrogant.
And let them identify who they are first. By the time you know your worth, you know who you are, definitely nobody can come around to rubbish you or just do garbage out for you. No. Anyway, we'll take a break now and we'll be right back shortly. Welcome back, and it's still our seasons, and today we'll be talking about raising our girl child, not necessarily for marriage, but for her to understand who she is, what she is, because life of a girl is beyond just getting married. Majority of us, we grew up under conditions where we are just trained and groomed to become good wives, good mothers, and then forgetting who we really are. So, but over time, there's enlightenment, more information are spreading around, people are becoming enlightened, and people are becoming educated and getting to know the value of being a girl child that goes beyond becoming Mrs. or becoming umu. Abi still. Because it's so funny why a 15-year-old girl is so particular about becoming a mother. It's funny. I just look at the whole thing now. But even at that too, but even at that too, in as much as we are also trying to groom our girl child to know what they are, we must not cross that line between knowing who you are and not being proud. Abi?
Yeah.
So that they don't get the whole thing twisted. So that they don't even go into that marriage with that kind of mindset. We know in the gba nonsense lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin kọ́kọ́. Bá sọ wọ́n máa fún 15 ni. You will collect. You know, now become gbas and so that we don't end up having a lot of broken marriages, because the rate of divorce now, honestly, it's alarming. It's alarming. So we just need to know that as we are grooming that girl child, don't let us forget our boy child too. Because if we are grooming our girl child to be confident and she ends up with a boy child that was not well trained,
problem go dey.
It's not going to be funny, you know. Abi STL, kill every saucy.
That's the I think the juncture that we are now.
We
are focusing so much
on the girls,
and our girls are
the time bomb ticking.
You know, yes, we're sitting on the keg of gunpowder because
honestly,
really we have immature boys now
yes,
for our fantastic girls, and that's why the girls now struggle with, I can't marry this. Me and I can't settle. This. How?
It's not my standard. It's not my spec.
Because just having conversations with these boys, there's a struggle again with the background of girls mature faster than boys. So again, and that's why I used to say something. Even though people think that girls or women find it easier to marry much older men than them.
Yes.
Than those who are their age groups.
Yes. Because of maturity.
They are immature.
Yes.
So they can't even
they can't
connect. Like down. What is this guy is too, and then young boys start to struggle. If our girls talk, what do you have to present?
What do you have to offer?
Skill up. Because at the end of the day, apart from a natural, build up of a woman, she has extra training more than you, and you are still trying to settle for less. She's miles ahead of you. So there is that. We also have to focus on that. The boys, we should not leave them behind because we're trying to. Because again, there's that part of just telling boys that you are the head of them just by mouth.
By mouth, yes.
And then they grow up with that superiority. I'm the head of you. I'm better.
I'm the Arole.
I'm the. And then there's nothing to match up with what they are saying or what they are posturing as. So the struggle is real. So we extra for the boys, because again, boys are the Quran, men are the Quran of women. So no matter what it is, that leadership thing, men should be able to, measure up.
Yes.
This is part of what we look for in marriage. Leadership. Are able to lead me. We'll submit, but are you even able to lead properly? Beyond throwing tantrums like a girl. How will I be relating with a man and it's as if I'm relating with one of my girlfriends? Close Shelley. You're talking with him, this. So we should be, at least these men, we train them to be what? To be men that they really are, as against hiding under whatever guys, and then turning around to heap the blame on the woman again. They are not submitting, they are not respecting, they are not. What are you also putting out that they want to respect?
While we are training the girls to be wife material, we should also train the boys to be husband materials. It takes two to tango. It starts from childhood, the leadership role, the loyalty, the compliments, the appreciation. From the home, it goes to the school. We talk about the home, yes. But now let's look at the school itself. The curriculum that we give to our children in the school, are we also instilling that leadership in the boys? Or are we just telling them that you are a boy,
Yeah, the man.
you are the man, find your way, find your square
Don't
roots,
show weakness.
don't show the weakness, boys don't cry? Is that what we are telling them? Because whatever that we give to them at home, the school has to complement.
Complement it, yes.
By the time the school complements, society will also take it up. But if you're not able to balance the home, the school, then society becomes corrupt.
Functional, yeah.
Yeah.
All these things are interwoven.
Yes. It's a cycle.
Train your girl child like the wife you want your husband, your son to marry. Or the girl you want your cousin, your nephew, your niece, everybody to marry. If you say because I have only boys in my house, and you leave the girl outside, your cousin has a girl child.
Yeah.
If she brings in somebody that is not well trained, how would you feel?
How will you feel?
It's a problem to the family. So definitely train your son also, like the daughter, like the husband you want your daughter to also get married to. They are all interwoven. As she has said, we are sitting on what?
Time bomb.
And it's ticking.
It's ticking.
And that's why society is already in disarray. And that's why the girls, they see it as, I'm for myself. What do you have to offer? Is it because of the finance? I have my money. What else do I need from you? Nothing. Every little thing, beam.
Walk away.
Or are you the boy? Are you your mom's son? That everything my mom said.
My mommy said.
My mommy said. My mommy said. The girls outside now, you don't want my mommy said. They want somebody that will lead them.
Yes.
Lead me to Alijanna. Not that you go back home and say that, mommy, me was so weak. Is it your mom that is leading us, or you are leading me? Yeah, boys.
Hype your daughters. Remind them that they are beautiful daughters. At least one thing I learned is someone will say, my beautiful angel. So I think, when your father constantly tell you, are my beautiful angel, you will not hear my beautiful angel.
Daughter, not angel.
Like daughter, like if we hear my beautiful princess, something, it won't be new when a man now says it, even if it's just sugar coating it. Because some men are there that want to just groom girls for sexual exploitation and all that. So they use endearing words. Use endearing words for your daughters. Women should also not make their own daughters like competition. Because she's stubborn, you're now being hard on her. No. Bring her closer. Let her know that you have also been there. Life can be hard. Because at least if I don't know anything, I remember that as teenagers, we sometimes struggle with our parents, with the way they think, like maybe they are old school. Be in touch with what they are doing now so that you don't feel like an old school. Don't just be a novice. When you keep in touch with what they are doing, you'll be able to have conversation like, do you know what's happening now? I even saw this thing. Mommy, you know it. I know it. So they will not feel like, you can't know it, mommy, don't worry. You can't put conversation. So you can't even now tell that, we had something similar in the past. Every season has its own new modern side attraction.
There's also the part where we should refrain from, body shaming our children.
Yes, important.
I don't know, it's really, I think our own generation, some of our mothers, they did that because they felt they were trying to correct us, and there was this body shaming thing. We should refrain from things like that, because it is when that happens that they'll be looking for validation elsewhere.
So when a strange man says, you have a beautiful nose,
so we should just refrain. You should find better ways to correct
our children,
and of course have real connections, bond with her, so that whatever they see, whatever they face with the elements outside, they come back to you
sincerely.
have a good relationship with them, so that no matter what it is, they are not afraid. What should be ringing is, I just want to see my mom. I want to see my mom. I want to see my parents, because of course maybe from mommy to translate to daddy. But I just want to see so that they are sure that they always have safe landing.
Yes.
Even if she makes the mistake and she gets pregnant, let her still be confident to come home. mo ti ṣe mistake. There's no way I'm going to. As against thinking of
How do you get
options
rid of it
outside,
and use
and then you
them?
get into bigger trouble. So that no matter what happens, let them feel safe.
With you.
Safe where they were
Let
born
your home be a
and
safe
brought up.
place.
Let it be always safe for them, so that once they see you, they know that me and mom we used to fight, but then she's
Padi.
5 and 6 newa, whatever.
And when you call, as a mother, when you call your boy child my prince, the father should also be ready to say my princess. It should not be one way. And for the boys also, don't see them as Otidoju. You are too dull.
You're too tough.
But the boys, your mates outside don't behave this way. You are killing their confidence. So shut them down.
Don't shut them down. Yeah, it's been a wonderful
Because of
conversation.
conversation.
Please don't forget to follow us on all our social media and do
YouTube,
subscribe to our
Facebook,
YouTube
TikTok,
channel on
IG.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, DFA TV.
You can even let us know what you want us to discuss.
Yes, in the comment section.
We'll be willing
Let
to
us know,
listen.
and we'll always be there. It's been a very wonderful session, and I must confess that it's really, 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 really educative. I'm sure you agree with me. So if you're a woman today, know how to groom your girl child, not forgetting the boy child too. Till we meet again next time.
Bye.
Bye.